All right, hello everyone. Bo Williams here in the WATE 6 on your side newsroom as we do every Friday. I want to get you updated on what's going on traffic-wise around the area. Just not on this Friday, but heading into the weekend, and of course looking ahead to next week. We always stay in contact with TDOT as well as the cities and the counties to let you know what's going on as far as any projects that could slow you down. So we've already got the map pulled up. Let's find out what's going on this Friday. Several markers here. You see some alerts of heavy traffic for you. We're going to bring in the TDOT SmartWay cameras right now, and a lot of red out on the roadways, really from about downtown all the way out to Loudoun County. So again, we're going to bring the traffic cameras in, take a peek on some of these spots for you. First of all, we'll take a look here in Loudoun County. This is I-75, and it's a little heavy northbound. The roads are still wet. Southbound's moving away from us right now, but northbound traffic a lot more as you're heading up toward that 75-40 merge, if you will, there in Loudoun County. We'll watch this throughout the day. There will be times where it will be bumper to bumper, and then it'll start moving again. It's kind of an off and on type thing, but if you live in Loudoun County, you know what we're talking about as you're coming northbound there on 75. A couple other spots we'll check on for you here. This is out not far from Campbell Station. This is eastbound traffic moving away from us right now. Definitely starting to slow as you get into that shopping area. So you got Campbell Station, Lovell Road, I-140, Cedar Bluff, Bridgewater, those areas. You usually see quite a bit of traffic, especially eastbound coming into town. Westbound's looking okay, but eastbound traffic definitely on the slower side. Let's zoom in here a little bit tighter, bring in some other cameras for you. This one is between Lovell Road and I-140, and here we kind of flip-flop it. It's now westbound traffic that is heavy, heading toward that Lovell Road exit. Eastbound traffic picking up steam a little bit here as you're heading toward I-140. We'll go over here to Cedar Bluff and see if that 40 east traffic starts to slow back down, or does it keep up the pace? No, there it is slowing down. So again, it's pockets out in West Knoxville. So in this case, westbound 40 looks good as you're heading toward that I-140 interchange. As we just showed you though, once you get underneath it and start heading toward Lovell Road, it's going to slow down. Eastbound traffic was looking good over near Lovell Road, but now that you get near Cedar Bluff, you can see where it's starting to slow down up here as we get near that interchange. So again, it's going to be those pockets of slowdowns for you. Pretty typical, but you need to throw in the wet weather, and it's just going to add to some of the delays. Again, eastbound here slow. Westbound traffic looking okay. This is out near Bridgewater right now. The good news is no accidents being reported. We'll kind of bring this out wide again here. Let's go over here. This one just popped up. This is some, looks like some slow traffic along 640 westbound. Yep, near Western Avenue. So let's see if we can get a little bit tighter here so we can just click on the camera itself. Get that out of here. Let's see. We'll make this easier. Take the incidents out. We'll bring in the camera. Here we go. 640 westbound. Live look for you right now. And again, westbound traffic slowing. You may notice that when you see these shots, it's the two lanes here. Really, I guess if you're heading westbound, these are the two right-hand lanes. That's traffic trying to merge onto 40 westbound. Those are the ones we usually see, those backups. This one inside lane, that is the lane heading toward 40 east. So again, usually not too many problems there. But 40 west, 640 right now. Going to be slow, just heavy traffic for you. Factor in the weather as well, and that's just adding to it. Here's another look for you, and this is looking back. That's 40 westbound, so looking down from Western Avenue right now. That heavy traffic heading around the bend, heading over toward I-40, and then I-40, 640 eastbound, still looking okay at this hour. So really west of town, that's where you're going to see the delays. One more stop for you here. We'll take the camera here at 17th. Live looking again, 40 westbound. Big rain droplet right there in the middle of the camera lens, but 40 westbound. Definitely slowing through downtown. Eastbound traffic here looking okay, but it's westbound traffic that you're going to have to watch out for. We'll check back in on this before we wrap up today, but again, just kind of know as we kind of go back wide. Downtown, all the way out to about Loudoun County, you're going to see some slow traffic, pockets of it. And it really depends on where you are. Sometimes it'll be eastbound, sometimes it'll be westbound. No real rhyme or reason to any of it. Let me check on this real quick, though. We are seeing, it looks like maybe some delays east of town on 40. Once you cross the Holston River, yeah, there it is, 40 eastbound does slow just a bit. So if you're heading out of town on 40 east, just watch out for that. It's not horrible, but it is some slower traffic, some heavier traffic as you're heading, say, toward mile marker 407. Westbound coming into Knoxville from the east side, though, you're going to be just fine at this hour. And just real quick, in case you're watching, you're going to be using 75 here soon. Right now, 75 looks fine. Also, Alcoa Highway, if you need to head to the airport, shouldn't have too many problems right now. Let's bring in the camera near topside. Traffic there, pretty light, just wet roads for you, but north and southbound Alcoa Highway looking good right now. So if you need to pick up somebody at the airport, maybe you're heading to the airport, you're going to catch a flight, or just trying to drive between Maryville, Alcoa, Knoxville, right now traffic looking okay. All right, let's talk about some of the projects that are coming up. And since we're talking about Alcoa Highway, that's where we're going to focus first here. This is one that's been going on for a while. And this is really impacts really the overnight hours from 8 p.m. to 6 a.m. The following morning. But crews are going to be working on these ramps, and at times you'll have these closures. Again, this will be the overnight hours, but the ramps from Alcoa Highway to I-140, or vice versa. The ramps from I-140, Pellissippi Parkway, to Alcoa Highway. And these will be alternating lane closures. No real set time except for between 8 p.m. to 6 a.m. But no, like we'll do these first, then this one, and this one, and this one. It's just going to kind of, you have to monitor this. But at least it's the late night, early morning hours. But if you do have to, say, head to the airport for that late flight or an early morning flight, could cause you some issues. So again, just kind of make note of that. But that is something that'll be coming up again this weekend. So all those ramps near that interchange just north of McGee-Tyson. Next for you, this is a new one. This is going to be I-40 eastbound, the ramp to James White Parkway. That's exit 388A. And coming up on Tuesday and Wednesday of next week, watch out for possible ramp closures. Now, again, this will be the overnight hours, so we're talking 8 p.m. to 6 a.m., but it will impact some of you if you're going to be traveling late. Maybe you're coming in from West Knoxville on 40 eastbound, and you're exiting here to James White Parkway to head downtown or to South Knoxville. Just know at times you could have some ramp closures here. We'll take this a little bit wider so you can kind of see what we're talking about there as you're coming into town, and then there's that ramp that'll take you down here, get you on the James White Parkway. So watch out, possible ramp closures between 8 p.m. and 6 a.m. as crews perform some roadway surface treatment activities. Crews will be out there working. This is all weather dependent, obviously, but this is one of those. This is a new one, and this will, again, will be Tuesday and Wednesday, those overnight hours for you, April 30th through May 1st. So watch for that coming up next week. Stay in Knox County. This is along Alcoa Highway between Topside Road and Maloney Road. We just showed you the camera there at Topside. But on Monday, be alert for a possible temporary lane closure northbound between the hours of 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. as crews are going to be working on some utility-related activities. So again, you could see a lane closure northbound Alcoa Highway. Here's the intersection with Topside. As a matter of fact, we'll see if we can we'll bring the camera back into this area to kind of show you that again. But from Topside to Maloney, northbound, one lane, you could see some closures on Monday. And again, this will be weather permitting, but it will be between 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. That will definitely slow you down, that is for sure. So they're trying to do it, post morning rush and before the afternoon rush kicks in, but still a lot of travel. You got the airport just south of there, people trying to head downtown or up to UT Medical Center. So again, just kind of plan accordingly, give yourself some extra time. There could be that lane closure northbound Monday from Topside to Maloney on Alcoa Highway. Definitely something that will slow you down. Also, Sevier County. This one is between mile markers 405 and 412. This is I-40 east and westbound, so a pretty good chunk of interstate here in Sevier County. Crews are going to be performing some roadway maintenance activities. Again, this is another one of those overnight hours, so we're talking 7 p.m. to 5 a.m. But again, 7 p.m. to 5 a.m. So the 7 p.m., 8 p.m., 9 p.m. hours, it could impact some traffic for you there. But hopefully things will start to thin out once we get into those late night, overnight, and early morning hours. But again, this will be between mile markers 405 and 412. And again, that's 40 east and westbound in Sevier County. And that work will be on Thursday. So later next week, something you'll have to look out for traveling in some of those areas. Also, since we're talking about Sevier County, Gatlinburg, let's get you up to date. We've pulled up our WATE 6 on your side webpage for you here, and we've had this alert for you, but we want to remind everybody, if you'll be traveling on the Gatlinburg Spur over the next week or so, look out for some single-lane closures. Maintenance crews work along the roadway there. According to the Great Smoky Mountains National Park, crews are going to be working, and we still have the 29th and May 2nd. We're going to have single-lane closures. That's going to be in effect from 7 a.m. to 4 in the afternoon. So again, you could see some significant delays at times. Again, at 7 a.m. to 4 o'clock along the Gatlinburg Spur. Crews are going to be mowing the road shoulders, picking up litter, cleaning the ditches, removing down trees, replacing missing or damaged road signs. So just basically some maintenance work up and down through there as we get ready for the summer travel months. So they got to get in there, clean things up a little bit. But again, watch for that along the spur. And the days they'll be out there so that they still have on the calendar the 29th and then again on May 2nd. So again, just kind of keep that in mind. Let's go back to, let's bring Knoxville back into this again. I want to take a look again at our map here on this Friday before we let you go, as you can kind of see how traffic's still very, very slow for you on the west end of town. That is for sure. We'll go back to 640 here for a moment as we'll continue to watch the backups there as you're coming around 640 west. Typically, this is one of those areas don't really see too many issues, but if 40 west starts to back up, 640 west will definitely see the effects. And here you can see traffic just trying to merge, coming off Western Avenue, trying to merge onto the interstate, and that's going to cause some delays for you. And that's really what's causing the little snag in traffic here. So keep that in mind. 640 westbound, right there before you get to I-40. It's going to be slow. Here's another live look for your 40 westbound traffic. There it is. This is the Middlebrook camera. So this is between Alcoa Highway and the I-640 interchange. We'll slide out this way a little bit. Let's go to West Knox. Let's hit the camera here. This is at the I-140 interchange. Eastbound 40 looking okay, but westbound looking slow right now. So there's your approaching, say, I-140 Level Road. Let's take the Level Road camera. Kind of gives us another angle. There we go. Heavy traffic really both directions, but westbound very slow between, let's say, Level Road and Campbell Station. And really, eastbound traffic will slow as you approach Campbell Station. And then as we showed you earlier near Cedar Bluff, eastbound traffic will slow. So it's going to be those pockets, and you throw in this wet weather, it's just adding to some of the issues. So that's how things are looking right now. Just be careful out there as you're making your way around the area. As always, if you have an issue, just shoot me an email. We can try to look something up for you, find out what's going on with a project in your area, or maybe you just wanted to say, hey, can we have something done in our area? And again, we can always look into that for you. By the way, just notice this. This is I-75. We got a disabled vehicle. This is southbound in Campbell County. This is a mile marker 148. You can see a pretty significant backup here, or at least a slowdown. This is south of Jellicoe on 75. Just before you round the bend near Pioneer, make your way toward Caravel. But again, that's at, let me get that mile marker for you again in case you know somebody coming into town, or maybe you're watching us north of this area and getting ready to take 75 south. This is 75 south, Campbell County, mile marker 148. Disabled vehicle right now. Left shoulder is blocked, but it's just enough. People slowing down, trying to merge over. You know, you gotta have the merge law if you can to free up that outside lane. So that's probably what is slowing everybody down, but that just popping up a few moments ago there on 75 southbound in Campbell County. All right, so that is how things are looking. Be safe out on the roadways. As always, shoot us a question if you have a concern or a question about a road in your area. Otherwise, be safe, and we will do this all again next week. We'll keep you up to date. Thanks so much.